What's good, sneakerheads? Back here with another one. This one is the last video with this lighting. I've got crazy lighting coming, so it's going to be crazy. Now, this sneaker, a lot of people sat on it. I had to get it because Tinker Hatfield's one of my, top designers, creators, whatever. Inspiration to me. Work ethic and everything is absolutely crazy, so definitely had to cop it. Plus, they're two of my favorite sneakers. I had, mashed together for one, so I had to get it. They're still sitting at, on Nike, Footlocker, a few other places, so if you want it, you can go cop it. I highly recommend it. Let's jump into it. Shout out to Footlocker. I went up there early because I didn't know, if they were going to sell out, what was going to happen with these. So I went up early to make sure I could cop my pair. There wasn't really anybody there. But then again, the Foot Locker I went to, ironically enough, didn't get any Yeezys because the Yeezy dropped today too. They always get the Yeezy, but they didn't get it, and the Foot Locker at the outlet mall got it, which is absolutely insane. Anyway. So I went through all three size 12s they had to put together the best pair to make sure that there wasn't any flaws, like nothing. So you got the Jordan 3 box, but it's got Tinker Hatfield written across here. Got that elephant print across the bottom, size 12. Now, out of all the ones that I did, this is actually like the swooshes came from another box, the left shoe came from another box, and the right shoe came from another box because it was just like that. There was one that had like glue stains all over it. Another one was had creases on the toe box. Like, it was crazy. So yeah, I put together probably the best looking out of all the ones that they had. Well, one probably is definitely the best looking of all the ones that they had. So I made sure if I was going to pay full price, because I know these are probably going to drop in price, as the weeks progress, I wanted to make sure that I was getting the best of the best, So these are the Air Jordan 3 Tinker Hatfield Air Max 1, Air Max days, hence the colorway. Now, that's cool. Instead of the Tinker Hatfield signature, it's just got the regular Nike Air. That's pretty bad. I like that. Now, this sneaker features a white tumbled leather upper with interchangeable swoosh logos, which are all right here. We'll get into that in a minute. It's got red suede all around here. Where the elephant print used to be. So it replaced the elephant print with the red suede. The red is also on the Nike Air on the back, which is reminiscent of the fire red Jordan 3s from 1988. So there's kind of a lot rolled up into this sneaker. A lot of people were like, it's kind of weird looking, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, what it symbolizes is a little bit better. Like, yeah, I don't really like the white swoosh right there. I'm glad that they decided to switch it up and give you ones to be able to switch it. With the elephant print, that looks pretty good. Really, all of them look good. Even the red right there looks pretty good. These were released to celebrate Air Max Day this year. It takes two of Tinker Hatfield's most famous designs and rolls them into one. So you have the Jordan 3 and you have the Air Max 1. And everybody knows, the first Air Max 1 that came out had the university red and white colorway, where it had the red suede, the white leather. That's where this comes from. It's inspired by the OG colorway. And it keeps to Tinker Hatfield's original sketch designs with that swoosh, because the first one that actually came out, the OG 3s don't have the swoosh right there. It's just got the Nike Air on the back and the Jordan on the tongue, which we're going to get into that in a minute. The whole reason for that. These come with, the white laces as well as some silver or gray and red. So we're going to see on the on feet which one looks better. I'm going to put I'll have maybe white and either gray or red on the other shoe to see. And we're going to go through all the swooshes as well so you can see what they look like with all the swooshes. It comes with I'll just go ahead and open it. It comes with the elephant print swoosh. Boom. You can get an idea for what that looks like. Comes with the red suede swoosh. Boom. That actually looks pretty good. I like the way that looks. You have the gray. Kind of looks like it might be 3M. We'll see that in a minute if it is. And then you have the white suede. Kind of light gray suede swoosh. Let's throw this on foot real quick so we could see everything, all the laces, all that good stuff, and then we'll get into how this came about. All right, let's check it out. These feel the same as all of them. I mean, they look amazing on foot. I definitely like the way that they have that. They kind of trick you into thinking that it is like an Air Max 1. But then again, it's not. And this is 3M, so reflective. There's the elephant print. So, I mean, honestly, they all look good. I like all but the white. White's just a little too for me, in my opinion. Now, the Jordan 3 released in 1987, 1988, and it was the first mid-top Jordan. It was also the first Jordan with a visible air unit. Now, it was designed by Tinker Hatfield. It was his first ever Jordan design, and all that came about because of Peter Moore and Bruce Kilgore. Now, Peter Moore, he designed the Air Jordan 1 and the Air Jordan 2. And, Michael Jordan really wasn't that happy with those. He wanted to switch it up a little bit. Peter Moore and Bruce Kilgore actually ended up getting let go from Nike, and they tried to take Jordan with them. Ultimately, for this sneaker, the Jordan 3, Jordan worked with Tinker Hatfield on it, and he wanted a lightweight and durable sneaker. because you know the 1 and the 2 were big, they were bulky. So yeah, he wanted something lightweight, durable, something that he can, you know, work with, not really have to be held down. Something he can get a lot of air, a lot of grip, be able to wear without his feet hurting, basically. So, you know, Jordan and Tinker worked together. They came up with a lot of things. The main inspiration for the Jordan 3 is the Jordan 1 and the Jordan 2, the free throw dunk, an elephant, and Michael Jordan himself. So there was a lot of pressure on Tinker Hatfield. You know, they sat down, they did a lot of talking back and forth, everything. So Peter Moore and Bruce Kilgore, they were out playing golf with Michael Jordan. It was down to the wire. They were discussing with Jordan at this golf game, you know, the idea that they had for a whole nother brand, and they wanted to bring Jordan with them. So they wanted them to leave Nike. He wasn't very happy with it, you know, with what he was getting with Nike anyway, with the designs and everything else. So, and I guess he didn't give them enough credit. He didn't think that there was anybody there that was willing or capable of designing a sneaker that saw his vision. So, you know, he went and played golf with them. He comes back. Tinker Hatfield had called him in to show him this sneaker. So when Jordan came in, he already wasn't very happy. So he sits down and he's like, yo, okay, what do you have? This is basically it. You know, if he doesn't like it, he's gone. So he sits down and he unveils the Jordan 3. Now, it doesn't look like this. It looks like the OG Jordan 3. This is based on one of Tinker Hatfield's sketches, where Nike wanted the branding on the side. You know, they wanted big branding, so everybody knew what it was. The reason why he ultimately took it off was because he was like, you know, Jordan is a brand on his own. Jordan, you know, they're going to put Nike on the back. They're going to hide Nike around it, you know. But he wanted to tell a story with the sneaker. So he put Nike on the back, and Peter Moore had that iconic photograph of, you know, the Jumpman, Jordan, to help sell the Jordan 1 and the Jordan 2. Well, when he saw that picture, he saw a logo. So without telling anybody, Tinker Hatfield took and stitched the logo on the tongue of the shoe. First time that the Jumpman logo was ever put on a sneaker. And, you know, when he showed it to Jordan, Jordan saw that and he just saw everything. He was like, wow. Like, this is also the first time that tumbled leather had been used for the entire sneaker. And they stayed away from tumbled leather generally because it would wear down and kind of lose structural integrity. You know, like it would wear quicker and it would make it weaker in their mind. Well, Jordan had this thing where he only liked to wear one pair of shoes a game, like one per game. He would never wear it twice. So he wanted to go with tumbled leather for the whole sneaker because he wouldn't have to break it in. It would already be soft and broken, and, you know, it would work for him. So that's why they chose to do tumbled leather for the whole upper. Now, the reason why they put the Nike on the back and the Jumpman on the tongue is because they said Jordan was the driving force in Nike right here with his brand. He was going to be the one that pulled Nike out of their slump and, you know, their sales, everything else. Basically, they just said that he was the driving force. So he was the one driving it. That's why you got the Jumpman there and the Nike on the heel. But that's also why there wasn't any branding on the side, you know, because they wanted the shoe to speak for itself. And it did, because he loved it. He absolutely loved it. And, you know, Phil Knight, I can't remember his name. It's like 3 a.m. right now. The CEO of Nike claims that Tinker Hatfield saved Nike at that point. You know, Tinker Hatfield, he's humble. He's going to be like, nah, you know, I didn't, whatever. But a lot of people say he did. Now, what do you think of this sneaker? Personally, the 3 is one of my favorites. This one, not really up there. I do like the idea behind it. Blending 2 of my favorite sneakers together. But it's not one of my favorites, just because, I love elephant print. I don't know, but I'm a huge fan of creativity, and this is a very creative shoe. So the fact that you do get all these swooshes, that you can switch it out, do what you want, and the fact that it's like you're still, if they did this with the OG, I definitely would have jumped on it. But the number one selling point for this is going to be that Nike Air on the back. That's, if it wasn't for that, this one would definitely not sell. And it's already going to have a little bit of an issue, but I could still see it selling out just because of the type of sneaker it is. The price tag is pretty high at $225. It was $240 after tax. So when the price does drop is when it's probably going to sell out, about $180, $190. If they would have done that, it probably would have sold out. But the option with the laces and the swooshes and everything, you definitely can't go wrong with that. So I highly recommend it. Tell me what you think of this sneaker. Did you cop it? If you did, what do you think? The quality of it's pretty good, like I said. Definitely look at what you're going to buy first, because I did see, like one of them had a little glue stain right here. The other ones had, like a little bit of creasing across the toe. It wasn't too bad though. If I was stuck with them, I wouldn't complain. But, like my other ones, I have the first ones that they did. I got these from a raffle, and if you look at the toe box, you can tell, the toe box is just generalized, but you can tell that both of the shoes are made with like a different roll of leather. So this one, the left one, is more, it feels like your OG, 3. The right one is a lot more buttery. You can kind of, like if you look right there, and then look at that one right there, you can tell that, I can't get it in, but you can kind of just see that, it's a totally different roll of leather. See? This one almost feels like, it was from a roll that they would have used for a sample. Super buttery, nice soft leather. This one's a little stiffer, kind of like your typical 3. Almost exactly like this. This one matches this one. If these or any 3 was made with this, like, people would jump all over it. Like, this feels like this OG, like, if you would have bought the shoe back in 87, how soft and supple it was, But I'm not complaining too much. Love this sneaker. Like, this whole black and elephant print and everything with the red on the back. Can't go wrong with that. But out of both of these, which one is your favorite? Do you like that one? Or do you like that one? So let me know in the comments what you think, if you copped it or not, if you're going to cop it. Make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment. I've got a lot of things coming, so make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Like I said, my lighting's about to change. It's going to be a lot brighter. And I've got a camera that I'm going to be getting pretty soon, so I'm going to be switching up my whole setup. So look for big things coming for this channel. So till next time, be safe. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.